The great KT McFarland. Always great to see you, lady. It's been too long. You know, when do the FBI leadership, you know, they sent us down this path of permanent division with their unprecedented raid of President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. McConnell said, well, I'm out here to talk about the flood in reaction. Is it any wonder that permanent Washington inside the DOJ is emboldened to pervert our system with left-wing politics, knowing the surrender caucus and the GOP is going to do nothing to hold them accountable?
You know, 4 years ago, they at least tried to cover their tracks. Now it's so in your face, they don't even bother to cover their tracks because they think they're going to get away with it. I went back, Chris, and I looked at all the stuff that was said about the Russia investigation, which we know was a total fraud. We know now they completely made it up, and they had the Democrats in Congress and in the deep state intelligence community had their allies in the media, and that's what they spun. They spun it. And we then later found out it was a complete fabrication on their part. So I went back and I thought, you know, this is starting to sound a little familiar, this thing about the Trump raid and those top secret, nuclear documents that are in the basement of Mar-a-Lago. And I went back and I looked at it. Guess what? It is the same Washington Post reporters writing the same story. In fact, they even got a little lazy about it because all they did, it looked like all they did was cut, paste, and copy what they had written 4 years ago. So here's how their articles start out. Quote, according to an anonymous source close to the topic, who is not allowed to speak on the record on this, unquote, blah, 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 blah. Donald Trump did this, the Republicans did that. They're not even covering their tracks anymore. It's such an unholy trinity between the Democrats, the deep state, and the Washington corporate media. Here we are.
You're right. And it's in your face. And, you know, the best part of this whole predicate for the raid was, yes, Merrick Garland debated for weeks. Of course, nuclear secrets they feared would get into the hands of our enemies, so we had to act urgently. Well, which is it? You wait for weeks or you act urgently? You know, you waited almost 2 years to go after this stuff, allegedly. Now, the court unsealed the DOJ's application for the Trump search warrant, and in it turns out, you know, the feds used WhatsApp to seek the warrant, citing, quote, contraband, fruits of crime, or other items illegally possessed at Mar-a-Lago. In other words, the DOJ is determined that President Trump must be guilty of something because they have to prevent him from running for president. So they penned an unconstitutional warrant to find something, anything, that could remotely be used to insinuate a crime. Is that a fair analysis?
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, this is their last desperate attempt. But the Russia hoax, that didn't work. It didn't get rid of President Trump. The first impeachment, that didn't work. The second impeachment, that didn't work. Now they have January 6th. And according to a lot of polls, the majority of the American people who are paying any attention think he's less guilty now after these January 6th hearings than they thought before the January 6th hearings. So I think they got to come up with something. And that's why they've had this blanket search of Mar-a-Lago. Look, the same thing happened to me when the Mueller investigation and the FBI came after me. They demand and subpoena all documents you have from a certain period of time. And when I went back and said, look, you want all my documents about foreign policy issues? Does that mean all my talking points, all the articles I wrote? And by the way, in a lot of my emails is information about my daughter's wedding, where we're going back and forth about which kind of flowers to use in the bouquets. You want that stuff too? Oh, no, we don't want that stuff. But we'll take it and we'll send it back to you. Really? Well, that's what they've done with President Trump. They've hoovered everything in Mar-a-Lago. I mean, when they say, oh, it's classified information, it's confidential. You want to know what confidential is? That's the president's daily schedule is stamped confidential. So they're just looking for something, anything they can find. They're boiling the ocean in hopes that a couple of dead fish will float to the top.
Absolutely. And you know what? The subpoena was so broad, or the warrant was so broad, they basically said, we want every document you ever produced during your entire 4 years. I mean, that's how ridiculous this is. Last question I have for you, because I got to be honest with you, KT. I thought this headline was a Babylon Bee headline at first, but it's actually real. Biden's Department of Homeland Security, such as it is allowing former terrorist Taliban employees to migrate to the United States under a refugee program. So Biden left behind Americans and vetted Afghan allies in Afghanistan, but he's bringing over terrorist Taliban employees. Isn't this emblematic of Democrats' America Last agenda?
Oh, yeah. And, I've talked to a number of people who are involved in private efforts to get those remaining American citizens out of Afghanistan. And they say they're not asking for any help from the government. They're going to do it themselves. A lot of these are former military officers and enlisted men who served in Afghanistan, and they're trying to get out their pals. And what they've told me is that not only do they not get any help from the U.S. government, the U.S. government actually stands in their way. Why? Because they want to continue to peddle this as some great success. You know, a year ago, we had a shambolic withdrawal from Afghanistan. And a lot of the same people are now talking about, well, we maybe should go to war in Ukraine, or we need to stand up to the Chinese over Taiwan. Maybe we should get involved there. I mean, this is the permanent war party. I'm sad to say it's my Republican party, but have we not learned anything after Afghanistan? It doesn't seem so.
Doesn't seem so. One of the smartest ladies I know, folks, in foreign policy, KT McFarland. Thank you very much for your time, as always. Come back soon.